we're here at Newark Penn Station.
On the light rail.
Yes, we're gonna ride the other legacy light rail.
The entirety of the Newark Light Rail.
Which is like part old and part new, and it's all kind of weird. Should be fun.
Bus.
And it's not even that long, and it's not even that big, but
Not even that expensive.
You don't want us to miss our train.
yeah, our train is in 4 minutes, so we gotta get down there.
Oh, yeah.
The back.
Warning, this light rail has a tripping hazard apparently.
No, I just can't use stairs.
Don't die. Right.
The reason I tripped is because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but they should also have this bit be the same height as this bit. Be the same height. And just like make those steps a tiny bit better. Okay, we're pulling out a minute early. I guess that's fine.
The last time I was here, there was a signal failure. We didn't move for 20 minutes, so.
Well,
Improvement.
I'm at least glad we got down here because otherwise we would have missed this.
Yes.
We stood up there trying to do a fancy intro forever, and then we
What was
would
the
have
last
missed
fancy intro we've done?
I don't know. We suck at intros, but whatever. The amateurishness is part of the charm of my channel, I think. Where we don't know anything, we don't do any research.
Okay, Caleb.
We just go and ride stuff and hope it like
Yeah.
doesn't all break.
And then
Exactly.
It breaks. And then it breaks.
And then it breaks and you have failed videos.
I think
So you do not want to know how much like failed content there is just that has been filmed and just did not work and will never be released.
because
and you
I
will
know
never
and
get
I
to
don't,
see it.
Because I know and it was painful to do that.
I'm spreadsheeting. Hold on a sec. 1.8.
Well, I did do a very cursory amount of research on Wikipedia, which I'm sure no one ever lies on, right? Yeah, these cars were like, what? They were bought in 2001, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
they're about 25 years old. They're the same basic model as on the Hudson Urban Light Rail, but there's some minor mechanical differences because this is an old system, that's a new system.
It's the old section that's in the subway, and this is the new bit that is just to connect up the two Newark stations.
I mean, it's
Okay, Zach,
still pretty
what's,
obscene
like,
that the thing runs along
what's the
this
vehicle
gigantic strode
Light
thing-ish.
rail vehicle.
You're not being helpful.
I guess this was the cheapest way to build this thing.
Oh, I don't remember.
Because the land use here is very suspicious.
The what?
The land use here is very suspicious.
It's New Jersey. Like, name somewhere in New Jersey with good land use.
No. Hoboken.
Okay, Hoboken. We're not in Hoboken.
We're close enough.
This is Newark. Like,
I know.
I mean, the other thing with New Jersey Transit Light Rail is that they tell us they have fare inspectors, and
They
like
have-
there are archival images of fare inspectors out there,
I've seen people
but we
in
don't
the-
know. But like we're unclear if they like
Do
still
anything.
exist or not.
I've seen people in the uniform, like last time I was on the Newark Light Rail, but they weren't doing anything. But it was all, but
They're
it was,
just sitting there.
well, this was also when there was a signal failure. The train was full and no one knew what to do.
Broad Street
We
Station.
should get off.
Riders
Yeah, I
who
think we
boarded
should.
at
Yeah,
Riverfront
probably.
Stadium may purchase their tickets here. Thank you for riding the Newark Light Rail. This is the last stop. Please exit the train.
Shortest light rail ride of all
Yes,
time.
it'll go up there and come back down.
As you can see from this map, this connection maybe isn't totally pointless even though it's less than 1 mile, but the frequency sure sucks for it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1.
This stop, Broad Street Station. This is the
I
train
thought
to
the-
Penn Station.
I thought
You
track
must have
7.
a valid ticket to ride this
I
train.
thought 7.
Oh, so now we're leaving it like. You got a 23 and it's 24. I'm very disappointed in you, Newark Light Rail.
Okay, next one.
boomerangs too. Although, how do they do the weekend service?
I don't. I heard that. I think
tomorrow.
I think they just loop around.
This stop,
And
Cannon Station.
don't you ride them?
This is the last stop. Thank you for riding the Newark Light Rail.
Sorry, Max.
I said stay on.
Although they were saying if you're changing to the other one, stay on board.
Wait, what are we doing?
Stay
We're going
on.
around. Oh.
Because apparently that's the thing.
Apparently it's the official.
Apparently this is just how you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
I didn't realize. I thought it was just go up and over, but maybe with the station layout that isn't feasible if a lot of people are doing it.
That is a very tight turn.
I mean, the Park Street Loop is tighter. Because like the official MBTA policy is no passengers in turning loop except for the route.
Maybe just have the policy is, I don't think there is one.
This stop, Cannon Station. Passengers transferring to another Newark Light Rail train is now
Get on it,
headed to
get
exit
down, just go back around.
Thank you for riding the Newark Light Rail.
What's the deal? We have to wait 10 minutes?
Oh, it's a 5-car. Okay, that makes sense.
I really don't understand why they don't do through running all the time. That would just make so much more sense, wouldn't it?
Then we have 19 minutes.
Okay, it turns out we didn't have to wait, which is good.
Right.
And yeah, this is the original part, right?
Yes.
They
So
built most of this up until like the last 2 stops until like back in like 1940 or whatever, right?
I don't know the name, but somewhere back there.
I mean, the whole thing was completed before that at least, and then the last stops were built in the early 2000s.
And also, if you're only going like within the, and do you know where the underground fare zone ends? Is there like discounted fares if you're not going all the way, but not at rush hour?
The underground part, that's literally what they call it.
Right, but like which underground? Like how far out does it go?
So more till it gets out of the tunnel.
Do you know what stop that is?
No. What it is, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think it was.
I love that boomer sign. Putting things in quotations. In any event, we're now on the new section that was built more recently.
I don't know
So-
how recently, but more recently.
I mean, several decades after the rest of it was built, this part was built, so
Yeah.
this is very
Probably
new.
at least 5, I would guess.
I mean, it's over 20 years old at this point, but yeah.
No, like, I think this looks more like a train than a car.
Oh, what do you think? The sign's probably newer though, I think it's probably just something.
Like, I mean, if it mentions road train, it has to be newer. There's also just like a loop all the way around this random patch of gravel. I don't entirely know what that's about, but it's there.
What else would you like there to be in the middle of the loop?
What I'm saying is that, like, if all there is a random patch of gravel, I'm not entirely sure what the loop is for. But, you know. Oh, what's this? Okay. That thing is ancient.
It's always funny to me just how dated everything on NJT feels. Even when it's
Yeah.
new. It just
I mean,
feels...
the multi-levels don't feel too dated.
I guess. I mean, these train cars don't feel so bad, but like...
Yeah,
even,
they're
like
kind
the
of dated.
signage
compared
of
this
the
to a
fonts.
Citatus, like, and then whatever the hell's going on over there. They feel too boxy to be modern, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are. It's 10:55.
All right. Well, that was the entire Newark Light Rail, and
I mean, it exists.
yeah,
It's not the most useful thing ever.
It's nothing remarkable. The ridership's
Backfill it.
mid-ish, but
Yeah.
you know.
Although again, we're writing this at 10 a.m. on a Friday,
Decent enough.
right?
ridership, but
When the Thursday was a holiday, so there are.
Yeah, I don't know how many people
they
are
get
actually going to be
decent
out right
enough
now.
ridership, but consider that this uses one segment, 1 unit trains, while the HRL are uses 2 unit trains.
Yeah, that kind of tells you most of what you need to know.
Well, anyways, that was that. A sort of modern legacy hybrid system, and
And also an armored car, because of course.
well, we now have things to do, which we are walking to now. So we're gonna have to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.